Hi there, everyone. This is Charlotte Pierce with Ready Row USA. I'm the producer, and I'm here with uh, our assistant producer Shannon Borum and our correspondent Kimberly Reynolds in Chicago. How are you all doing today?
Doing
Maintaining the,
good.
you know, we do have something scheduled. I know everyone's world is turned upside down, but we're going to try and give some strategies for coping and training and maybe talk a little bit about our originally scheduled program, which was the Luck of the Irish with Kieran McCarthy, author of Something in the Water. And Shannon, you've read this. I have not read it, but it's on my list.
I'm glad it's on your list, Charlotte. You'll enjoy it. And I am very sad that today got a little bit messed up, but there are bigger things in the world to worry about. So we will just rock and roll.
Sounds good. So we do have some other books for people to read while they're isolating or whatever they're doing.
Yep.
And we have some strategies for coping with kind of the anxiety that everyone's feeling. I know I'm here in the Boston area where we're getting a lot of news every day.
Mhm.
So anyway, why don't you start? You and Kimberly, I don't know if you've read this book, but you can start talking about the what's the book's about. It's Skibbereen Rowing Club, which is famous for some really well-known rowers.
For pulling like a dog. Kimberly, have you read the book? I think Kimberly may be working on the news. Kimberly, are
Oh,
you there? Oh, she's thinking. So I'll just take over then.
okay.
Um, as we talked about this and planned it, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So we thought this would just be a great ramp up to a really fun holiday. But because of all the things happening, obviously, St. Patrick's Day is getting
Mm-hmm.
canceled worldwide. I know here in Georgia, we have a big St. Patrick's Day event in Savannah. That's canceled. Everything is looking kind of grim right now. However, if you want a little bit of escapism, you cannot not read this book with an Irish accent. I sat, I am the school bus driver for people up to 14 passengers. And I took our wrestling team to their state tournament, and I sat and read this book in about a day and a half. It's just a really good read. It'll make you want to get up immediately and go start training. You meet some really cool people, and kind of like the heart of what rowing is, community and doing all that you can. It's just a really good book.
I'm
And
so
so I'm
glad. Yeah.
hoping, yeah, I'm hoping we can get Kieran back on. Hopefully things will calm down very, very soon.
Yeah,
And we're
let's all stay in for a couple weeks and do our best to flatten the curve.
all right.
Good. So we're going to continue with our episode hashtag. So listen for later in the show. We got a new hashtag for you, but we did have Andres Carrazzo win our inspired camera mount last week, and if you post on social media with our episode hashtag, then you can win these wonderful gadgets and gear and services like remote coaching and days at
Right.
rowing camp and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we
Good
are
stuff.
it's good stuff. It's something to look forward to when we can get back into clubs.
For
And
sure.
I was just wondering if Kimberly can hear us now, but
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear
okay,
you,
us.
Charlotte. I can't hear Shannon.
Okay, well, she's not saying much right at the minute.
Gosh. Yeah, I'm being quiet right now.
Can you
Hopefully
hear
you
her?
can hear me.
Can you hear her now?
No, I mean she's like it's sort of like a long, like a quiet here. Like her voice isn't real loud in my earphones.
Nobody has
Uh,
ever called me quiet before, Kimberly. Thank
ah,
you.
we might have a little
Uh,
unequal volume because I've got
Hmm.
the mother of all microphones,
Yeah.
and it's over here somewhere. I don't know
so
where.
hopefully everyone in the audience knows we're sort of
Yeah,
just trying to do what we can today. Everybody's been,
right. A little discombobulated, but we
yeah,
are
yeah.
still part of the Rowing Chat Network, and we've got a lot of other podcasts available. The Strength Coach Roundtable, something you might want to consider if you're on an erg or another, indoor rower, is the Faster Masters training programs. All that stuff, will kind of help get you through. And I think it's better to do something than just to sit there and stew in the worry. So no matter what, it's probably better to get active.
Do
We
something.
have some suggestions for you a little bit later on. We do have some wonderful sponsors. Rowing.chat/sponsors is where you'll find the deals and discounts. Pre-go rowing camps. I'm not sure what they're doing with their summer programs, but maybe by summer things will have straightened out.
For
Sorry?
sure. We definitely need to check in with them.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's swamped and trying to figure out what's happening, but we do hope everyone's well at our lovely sponsor, Pregal.
Yep. It's a beautiful spot, this long lake, and you get personalized coaching, and
Right.
they'll be back, so don't hesitate to reach out to them, and even just give them some moral support if they have had to cancel some of their camps. I'm not sure if that's the case, but
I'm not sure either. And I think about it's only day one of the quarantine for me, and I'm already wishing I could
I
be at a
know,
camp
right?
somewhere outside my house. It's going to be
I
a very
know.
long but necessary 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're just trying to stay in. Everybody's got enough food here in the Boston area. It's
Right.
cool, We even have enough toilet paper, believe it or not.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Well, Charlotte, that's a really good way
Well,
to.
hey, Charlotte,
yes, ma'am.
do you know that Linda Harmon of the Women's Rowers Professional Network, they're renting out ergs for people who want to come and rent
Oh,
an erg in
where are they?
Massachusetts.
In
They are
Massachusetts. Oh,
they're in Northampton, Massachusetts.
okay.
It's
That's good to know. That's really
yeah,
good to know. Mm-hmm.
the e- the email address is jcollett at hampcrew.com.
Okay.
They're
We'll
renting
have to
out
add that
ergs
to
to
our
people.
show notes for sure.
Yeah, do you have anything like that going on in the Chicago area for the row people, the recovery on water people?
No, not really. Right now we are sanitizing our entire space right now. We're getting it all
Yeah.
cleaned up, just in case,
Mm-hmm.
maybe by the end of the week people can go back in and row. But right
Yeah.
now we're wiping down all ergs, floors, walls,
So
making
you don't have a
sure.
state of emergency there yet in Illinois, do you?
Not yet. I mean, I think we do because they're closing all the eat-in bars and restaurants. They're
Oh
telling
yeah.
people you can order out food, but they don't want. They're requesting
Yeah.
people not eat in. They want
Yeah,
people to stay 6 feet apart.
that's what we
Right.
got going on here. So let's
Charlotte, is
sorry.
CRI closed? Is CRI
Yeah,
closed
yeah.
for
Oh
business?
yeah. Well, I've been working with them on doing a StreamYard, which is what we're using, the app we're using for their annual meeting next week. So I think they're going to be doing that, and then some Zoom conferences for smaller meetings.
Right. Awesome. Well, they've put us on digital learning days where I teach, and so we've all been
Mm-hmm.
Google Meeting and Google Hangouting and Google Classrooming all morning.
Right.
People are pretty flexible. I've been impressed so far.
Well, I've got one of these hydro machines, and I swear to God, I would not be sane if I didn't have that.
I literally hopped on the erg this morning and I was like, "Where's my iPad?" I have no idea where my iPad is.
Oh,
I'm not
I
sure.
know. Everybody's so distracted. Someone just about hit me. Like there's no traffic, but someone
Right?
just about hit me as I was coming out of the gas station. I just like, oh, people are
So
just.
everyone in Boston is like, "There's no traffic. I gotta run into something."
I
Boom.
know. Let me cut someone off. I admit it. We're bad. Okay, so let's dive into the news. Let's dive into the news. U.S. Rowing will probably be on the COP podcast for a special session later this week when they catch their breath.
Their breath.
But Susan Smith said she was in meetings all day and couldn't come on today. But we're going to try and get someone just to kind of talk to people. But they do have an incredible, a really nice, outline of what people should be doing, what the cancellations are. Have you checked out any of that, Shannon? Or
Well,
Kimberly?
I got it last night, and I feel like
I
I've
checked out a
gotten
little bit of it, just trying to get some exercises in.
Yeah. And
but it seems like everything everywhere is canceled. That's all I got out of that email and all the millions, not millions. I think I've probably gotten 10 emails a day from places I order food or places that, I might have bought a shirt one time.
yeah,
But yeah,
all
I'm very
those,
curious as to why Anthropology is sending me an email about how they're tackling COVID-19, but thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd like to make sure that I get that athletic gear that I have too much of.
Although I'm
We've
going to
got.
tell you, I
I'm
got an
sorry.
email from Amazon and it said, please don't expect delays. And that one sort of made my heart palpitate a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
But Amazon
I
is
can
also
even.
out of toilet paper.
God, that's funny. I would never order toilet paper on Amazon. I have one word for the toilet paper problem. Bidet.
As a French teacher, thank you.
So what do we have about NCAA? What's going on there?
Well, so I was, looking for a little bit of positive news. It's kind of hard right now when everything's getting canceled. And um, the good news is the NCAA is actually giving an extra year of eligibility to current spring athletes. So that's kind of a little ray of hope for kids who are
Mm-hmm.
really wanting to finish out their year of sports. Um, that's basically, aside from cancellation notices, kind of the
Yeah.
only
Well,
positive thing.
I'm glad they did the right thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there's just no way they could have not done it. But
None. And I think actually, Kymberly, you have some news that is not related to this pandemic. Yeah? She may not be able to hear me, Charlotte.
Kimberly, are you there?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What was your news that you wanted to mention?
Oh, I just wanted to mention that there were several regattas in the state of Illinois that have been canceled due
Mm,
to the coronavirus. Um, the Illinois juniors up at Urbana, I believe, are canceled. I believe the ones in Michigan, April
mm,
25th to 26th, are canceled because of this pandemic. And also, just people out in the community, if you happen to know Anne Buckingham, she lives in Henley on the Thames in the UK. Her husband Peter passed away last week, and she
mm.
says instead of sending flowers, if people can make a donation to her daughter's school, there's a special program set up. It's the uh, Europa School in Cullingham. It's EUROPA School in Culham, UK, which is CLUHAM. If you go
Mm.
on Facebook on her page, there is
Okay. We'll put that
a
on
link.
the we'll put that on the show notes for sure. If you can send us
Yeah,
that link.
I
So
And
we
sure
did
will.
have one question from Cassandra. Cassandra wants to know if the NCAA extension impacts incoming freshman classes. Honestly, I'm not sure. Charlotte, have you gotten any details on that part?
I haven't heard that. I don't think they've thought past the seniors, but
I think they're just still trying to figure out what's going to happen
yeah.
there, Cassandra.
Yeah, sorry about that, but definitely go on their website. They seem to have a lot of information on there. Oh, and Ryan's here. Hi,
Yes,
Ryan.
Ryan.
He's organizing an ergata, and I think we're going to have him on Wednesday to talk about that. It's going to be like ergs everywhere. And is it a benefit, Ryan? Why don't you check in with
We'll
us on
give,
that?
yeah, I was going to say, we'll hopefully get a little bit fuller episode out of Ryan later on with some details.
Perfect. And I think
And then,
Ryan will probably have some good ideas about things people can do. He's a very active dude.
oh,
So,
yeah, for sure. We'll pick his
see,
brain later.
yeah. So one thing I'm doing with my Zoom and StreamYard is I don't know if you can see my cursor here, but I'm in the middle
No.
there with my Zoom call. I'm doing this community support group for just people in the community that are anxious and you know want to talk to someone. We have a guy who's 70 and he was just so wound up and he just came on. He's come on the last 2 3 days and just it's nice to be able to do something. Just help somebody.
Yeah.
For
It
sure.
makes you feel so much better. And but what else do we got here? We got some planking, some erging, some hiking.
I'm just in my house, which actually for me is kind of calming instead of dealing with 130 panicked students every day. Like I
Mm,
mentioned, our kids are so resilient. Like we're on day one of digital learning, and they've just been amazing. Um,
good.
but since now it's kind of like figure out what your new normal is, at least for 2 weeks, potentially longer. I
Hmm.
found I got on the erg today instead of coaching kids. I was actually able to do a little workout myself. and it sort of helps get some of that anxiety out. So I'm sure if people are stuck at home, they're looking for some exercises, they're looking for some distractions.
Yep.
Um,
I know that
hopefully-
I was like stuck yesterday. I was just like sitting on the couch, like reading way too much news. And I just couldn't get on the erg, and then I finally did, and it was like a miracle. It was a miracle. It was so different, you know.
And Ryan, just bringing it on out, Ryan. Good job. He's got suggested workouts that are going to be built on a website, so he's going to have us covered. So we'll pick your brain as soon as that brain's ready to be picked, Ryan. And he also
we'll do a special on Wednesday, if you want to hop on
right. Awesome.
That'll be great.
Now, Kymberly's in a little bit different situation, and I'm not sure she can hear me. So, Charlotte, if you want to buzz her about what's happening in her firehouse.
Kymberly, what's happening in the firehouse there in Chicago?
Well, right now we are testing all of our first responders that have come in contact over the weekend with patients to see if anyone's tested positive. Mm-hmm. Right now we got like a couple of doctors here at my office doing this, so I may have to jump off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for get tested.
Thank you for being here, and give a big virtual hug to all those firefighters and people who are helping us get through this. This is just they're fantastic people. Just love them so much. Yeah.
I might have to hop off because they're coming in my office now. Okay.
Okay, hon. Thank you so much.
Have a great day,
you guys next week. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Wow.
I just love her.
I love her. I'm so glad we brought her on as a correspondent because she gives a wonderful perspective. And
I know, and I'm just worried about her.
I know, but she does like 12 miles or 12K every day, you know, like in the morning. And she's a breast cancer survivor.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she's busy. So, Kymberly, thank you for taking time out to be with us today.
Yeah, you're
Take care
best.
Of everybody over there.
No, another thing that I've been doing is hiking. I've been doing winter hiking with the AMC, but I don't think they're running their trips anymore for a while. But if you can get out and stay your distance from other people on the trail, I found, you know, turn off your phone. You're not going to die while your phone is off, and just get out there. It will put your everything in perspective. You know, it's just we're just kind of, you know, beings in the universe, and
as long as you're staying safe, you know, I feel like a lot of people are think nothing's going to happen, and you know, just do the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Take care.
Well, they finally closed public playgrounds in my town and statewide, I think. But yesterday I saw people, you know, their kids were at play dates with several families on the playground, and it was just like, you need to be aware. You need to be aware because, you know, you may not feel like at risk personally, but your grandmother could be, you know,
Right.
So anyway,
and you know, that's actually one of the things I worry my student population. There's some kids who rely on school lunches and school breakfast. So in Georgia, I know that we're working on getting that taken care of.
Yeah, Massachusetts is there. They have designated. Boston has designated schools where they can pick up lunches.
Right, and you know, there's lots of resources. I know there are families who don't have internet access, and I know a lot of the broadcast companies are offering free resources. If you have a cell phone, you can probably find out how to get a hotspot. Yeah. And I'm worried about our neighbors, our elderly neighbors. I saw a blip today that some of the Irish stores are designating 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning for, you know, the at-risk population to come get their groceries.
Oh,
you know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Yeah, but I know our stores are not supposed to let more than 25 people in at a time now.
Oh, wow, we haven't gotten that down here yet.
Yeah, that just happened yesterday, I think. And no restaurant, sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else can we do, Shannon?
Listen, now we're going to start talking hopefully less sad. If you're like me and Charlotte, you need a little bit of escapism and you like to read.
I love that Harry Goes Rowing. Tell me about Harry Goes Rowing.
I will. Hold on. We have to do this in order, Charlotte. I'm very methodical. This was supposed to be the Something in the Water episode. So if you've yet to read the book, go grab it. I'm sure it's available in a digital copy. It's a really good read. And so we were picking through some books, like I'm sure everybody's read The Art of Sculling or Essentials of Sculling or whatever that book is called. I can't remember now, but everyone has read it. 99% of us have probably read Boys in the Boat. So we were looking at some new ones. And if you haven't read The Seven Seat, Daniel Boyne's latest book, except for the ones he's doing like serialized releases, it's really funny. They're very short chapters. You know, you can read it in 5 minutes, get a little laugh, and then go back to what you got to do.
And he'll be on in the next few weeks to talk about the book
Yeah.
as well. So
that'll be exciting. As you can tell, Charlotte and I love books.
We love books. I'm a publisher, so what can I say?
I'm just a reader.
Yeah.
But I pulled this one that's Rowing the Barbed Wire Fence. I haven't read it. Going to be real honest. It's in my list of books to purchase when Amazon is delivering again. Because as much as I love technology, I cannot read on a Kindle. I cannot read on an iPad.
Oh, you
I have
can't?
to have the book. Oh, no. No.
Is Amazon not delivering books?
No, I don't know. I'm telling you, I got the email yesterday that said expect, delays in delivery.
Yeah. I'm sure that's the case. I just got an Amazon delivery yesterday, but I think, virtual books are a good solution if you absolutely have to.
I have plenty on my shelf that I can read before I commit to a digital book. I can't do it. And the one that Charlotte and I giggled about this morning is a kid's book that's called Harry Goes Rowing, and Harry is a horse. The little blip. Yeah, blip. So if you are looking at it right now, you can see the lovely illustration of Harry, and it looks like poor Harry sitting bow seat. But the blip says he was supposed to be the coxswain, but he wasn't happy about it. And so now I have to read this kid's book about Harry going rowing.
He's got a nice straight back, though. Look at that.
He does.
There. Good
Although
body
I'm not
over.
Sure.
Sorry, I keep flipping this stupid thing. Okay.
You do. That's okay. So, anyways, there's lots of books to read. If you can manage the digital books, go for it. Keep your brain active and take a break from the news, man.
Yeah.
Have a moment.
Indeed.
But before we end talking about books, Charlotte, we have to talk about one of our amazing sponsors.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to take over since you're in it?
Yeah, this is the book for rowers. This is the series for rowers. It's Rowing Tales by Rebecca Caro, who is our executive producer of the founder of the Rowing Chat Network. And she collects these stories, and some of them are just like super fun, and they're all like funny or inspiring, or you probably know some of the people. I've got one in the 2019 book about Jim Dietz and the alligator. So I told him last week, that's all I'm going to say. You're going to have to read it.
Well, we have a comment. Ryan is steady commenting, and he says, Harry Goes on a Spirit Quest is such a good book. So there you go. We need to all read the book.
So he's reading children's books now, I see. It's come to that.
Whatever you can read, just read it.
I know. It's great. Oh, he also mentioned The Art of Sculling by Joe Paduda. Okay. I think
we all know that everybody's got that book or has seen it.
Yeah, it's on my shelf. I'm having trouble reading like books about technique right now because I want to go out, and I could go out with my own single, but the club boats are not available right now.
I am hoping actually to get, because the weather is actually nice here in Georgia. I'm like, finally, the weather's nice and we're all stuck inside.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, but I'm with you. Like books on technique, I'm like, no. I don't need to be reminded how bad I am.
I wanted an escape. Plus, like with technique, I want to go out and put it into practice right away, or ask my coach about it or something. Anyway, what else do we have? You want to say anything else, or?
Yeah, well, no. I just want to keep plugging our news form. Things are topsy-turvy right now. We want to know what your clubs are doing, because as dark as it seems right now, there's probably lots of good things happening. Let us talk about it. Come on, send us your information, or even come on as a guest. We want to show the great things that our community is doing.
And tell us how you're coping. Tell us what works for you guys, because it's just, I know I have this kind of baseline anxiety about everything right now. And like I said, when I do the erg or, get out for a walk or hike, it kind of, it goes down. So, tell us what works for you. And if you want to get a group of people together and come on the podcast, let's do that. Let's just talk. We also have an ever a never-ending need for gadgets and gear suggestions.
All right, I'm going to plug one right now that I've already plugged.
You do that.
So I've restarted the Row Forge conditioning program because I was great about it over Christmas and then went back to work and lost everything. So I'm restarting that today, and it's such an easy app, and it makes you kind of think a little bit differently about what you're doing if you're just a kind of casual, focus on the time that you finish your workout kind of rower. It's just a fun, easy app. Lots of stuff you could do, conditioning programs or specific workouts. It helps keep you a little bit focused and takes the creativity part off of you.
And it's for any type of erg that you have. It's not.
Well, it does connect to the PM5. So if you have a C2, I'm not sure actually. They might be working on it. I think that it is taken off really quickly. I'm sure they're working on different ways of connecting.
And it's Android and iPad? Or Android and Apple?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a good app.
Good. We want to hear about your gadgets and gear and your club news, so those forms are going to be linked on our show notes. We also, please, continue to patronize our sponsors. Rowing Tales Books and Pregal Rowing Camps are our current ones, and they can really use our support. I think everybody's going to be kind of playing catch up when this is over or winding down. So, the more we can, moral support, inspiration, financial support. I think teams will probably need help, things like that. So just, we can pull together. And we still have our good old
hashtag.
What is it?
So our hashtag this week is hashtag RRUSABeSafe, because we're both sitting here in the relative safety of our homes. We just want to encourage everyone else to be safe in our community. So tag us on social media. Let's interact. Tell us how you're staying safe and how you're staying sane. And if you've got a need that maybe our rowing community could step up to, let us know what's happening.
Please let us know. We'll put it on. We'll have a whole session about it. We have nothing but time right now. Well, I mean, Shannon's got her remote teaching.
I know. I have office hours in like an hour.
Oh boy. Okay. So. And we, was going to do, the hashtag was going to be full Fauci, but we decided that was a little too flippant.
Well, especially, we've got some international listeners. We want to be very aware that.
Yeah, it's not just Fauci, although he's our hero at the moment, I think.
Yeah. So we do send everybody lots and lots of good vibes and.
Yeah. We love
hoping
you
everything.
All.
Yeah.
Love
so anyways, Charlotte, that was kind of a weird, calm, quiet episode. Normally that's not us.
I know. Well, I do have some freebies that are going up on my piercepress.com website. So
awesome.
I'm going to be putting some of the children's activities for a couple of the children's books.
Nice.
Yeah, the Mystical, Magical, Abracadabrical, Daniel McDougall, McDouglas, McFly.
I saw that yesterday on one of your feeds, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm glad I don't have to say that."
Yeah, so we have 8 pages of children's activities there. We figured, we'll just give them away because people can use them now. And then there's one on our new book, Who's Hiding in This Book? Meet 10 famous authors. So there's one about how kids can think about becoming an author, or whether they want to be, or what they would write about if they were an author. So it's really kind of a cool thing, especially for like homeschooling or kids that are at home.
I feel like most of the kids around the country are homeschooled for a little while.
Yes, let's hope that people are coping with the kids being home. It's just crazy. So,
and spouses, listen, I'm crashing my husband's gang right now. Like,
I know. Well, I haven't seen any smoke rising up from Georgia yet, so you must be getting along okay.
He's upstairs. I'm downstairs.
Yeah. We want to give a shout out to Mark Wilson of All American Rowing Camp. We love you, Mark, and we hope you're doing well. We're going to have you back on soon. I think we're going to hopefully do a boat buying guide with you soon, and I hope you're doing okay. Mark has just wound up the camping season down there. I was down there in January, and they wrapped up in March, and Jim Dietz, who coaches with him, brought my boat back up, and so I got to see Jim the other day, and he's just the greatest. It's just
Uh,
those two guys are really amazing. You know, they could be coaching elite athletes all the time if they decided to. But
right.
you know, here I am, you know, this old lady just down there, you know, doing my best, and they focus right on the individual. It's just the best.
Amazing.
I love that camp, and there's many good camps. I don't want to just, you know, but Mark helps us with as a correspondent from time to time, and
Sure.
we appreciate him.
Absolutely.
So you got your kids online there today.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for rowing, but I think a couple
Ah,
of them took an erg home, so
oh,
I think our
good.
yeah. Although I'm a little bit worried about our season. I
It
think we're
might be
done.
over. Yeah,
They've canceled almost everything
it's
that
too
I was
close.
looking at. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll
Did they
see. We'll make the
cancel?
best of it.
When is the head of the South and the Music City and all that
Well, and the head of the South is in the fall, so I
in
don't
the
know. I
fall?
think I think everything is
Yeah.
canceled basically through April.
Right. Right.
Um,
Okay. Well, buckle up, hang
yeah,
tight.
for sure.
We've got a few upcoming episodes. Not Black History Month anymore, but we do continue with our uh, coverage of African American rowing. We're going to have uh, the guys from the what is it? The movie, The Most Beautiful
The most
Thing.
beautiful thing. In fact, I was thinking,
Yeah. Why don't
since
we
they're not
schedule
doing,
that? Yeah.
I know, but also since South by Southwest got canceled and everybody's stuck inside, wouldn't it be great if they made it a streamable movie?
I
I'm just
know.
going to throw that
I
out
don't know
there.
what.
Y'all
Yeah,
think
I don't
about
know
it.
what their what their distribution arrangement is, but you
Right.
know, we can ask Mary Mazio, the producer. You know, maybe there is an option for that. I think
That would be awesome.
I was supposed to see it on March 27th in Boston,
And it got
and
canceled?
well,
Oh,
I don't not officially, but I don't know anyone. I mean, they've canceled theaters. I mean, it's a
right.
state of emergency, so
Yeah.
we're not able to go to theaters unless it's lifted by the 27th.
I am curious as to what this is going to do to their movie. I'm very excited about it, and I want it to come out soon.
Yeah, let's schedule Mary and the guys. I think we can get all the guys on, you know, the crew, the four of them,
That would be awesome.
or at least some of them. I know Arshay will come on, and you know,
Right.
just be
He just
nice
had
to.
Arshay Day. Did you see that?
I saw that in Indiana.
I think so.
Yeah, I
Terre
think it was
Haute. Yeah.
Yeah, Indiana. I know
Yeah. He's
he's
so
one of my
lovely.
favorite people.
I
So you
know.
guys, we're thinking about you, and what else you want to talk us out here, Shannon?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And again, stay safe.
Oh,
And we have a
Joe.
listener.
Ah!
We have a listener who would like to know if we should carry one sheep draped over both shoulders or two lighter sheep with one on each shoulder.
That
That's
is
your
the
training question for the day, Charlotte.
that is the question of our times. You know, it's we will put that word out to the universe, Joe, and
I think
we'll.
that was kind of one of the jokes about the Skibbereen Rowing Club was like, you
Oh,
guys
I see.
carry
Oh,
sheep around? Yeah.
by a sheep. Okay, a sheep in a boat on each shoulder. There you go.
Listen, I assumed Ireland, it would be like kegs of Guinness. Like that's a great training tool, right?
Yeah, and then after
So
training, you consume the Guinness.
exactly. It's healthy
All
for you
right.
too.
Well, let's tune in Wednesday. We're going to have Ryan on to talk about the what is it called? The erg.
COVID-19
Oh,
ergathon or
okay.
ergata. There you go.
COVID-19 ergot. Ryan is a stitch. You guys will love him. He will lighten your mood immediately. So he's going
So,
to be talking about that.
all
Thank
right.
you.
Well, we will talk to you later, Ryan.
Thank you, Shannon.
Bye,
You're the
Charlotte.
best.
You
Hang in there.
too.
Bye.